viewers, and welcome back to the Southman Auto Channel. That's a 2011 Rav4. That's made by Toyota, and despite what Scotty says these cars do break down, and this one is broke down. It has, I think it's the big 2.4 liter, the 2ARFE engine. I think that's a 2.4, but either way, it's big, rest assured. This has been, got towed from another shop, and it's a crank no start, so crank rolls over fine. Don't know if there's any codes or anything in it. The other shop had called and the guy told me that he did the grounds, he did the fuses, and that's all he did. Oh, and he did the relays. So he did fuses, did relays, and did fuses, relays, and grounds. Whatever that means, that's what's been done. However you do a fuse, I don't know. But that's all been done. So, of course, the vehicle is still, in the same situation. So let's see what's going on with it. See what we're missing. It sounds a little funny when it cranks. Sounds like we have one cylinder low on compression just listening to it wheeling over in the parking lot. Let me do that for you. Let me just crank it over. It's this way here, we're all on the same page. I got the charger on it set on nuclear because it was a little low. Let's just have a listen. Oh. Not super bad. Not as bad as it sounded when it was low on voltage when it's cranking slow, but you can still hear there's one, who knows, maybe it's flooded with gas in that cylinder. Let's hook a computer to it. You're way down there. See what we have for code, see if it gives us any direction. If it does, we'll take it from there and get motor in here. Well, it looks like it has the full code package, so 16 codes in ECM, one in the all-wheel drive, one in the ABS. We will go to the report. We'll skip that section. Lots of codes. Let's see. We have a cam sensor input high, coil A through D, primary, secondary circuit codes. I'm thinking, if I was a gambling man, we're missing some power here that runs the cam sensor. I bet if we look at the wire diagram, we're probably missing a power for the cam sensor and the coil and the coil and the coil and the coil. Is going to be my guess. So we will do that, and then engine control malfunction, engine control system fault. So the two faults, the ABS and the four-wheel drive, basically are saying that there's an engine fault. And these are all circuit codes. So let me pull up a diagram here. Actually, we can I'll pull up a diagram. I won't make you wait through that whole rigmarole here. All right, so we had a look-see on the wire diagram, and I looked just far enough to see that the coils all share the same power source as well as the fuel injectors. So where you're going to check the yellow wire at one of these coils, whichever one I can unplug reasonably easy. None of them. See if I can do this without breaking the damn tab off it. There's that. So we're going to unplug it. We have power, so that's good. Did not expect to see that. I'm wondering, I don't know if the cam sensor is 5 volts or not, but I'm pleasantly surprised to see that we have power. I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to miss it. Let me find the ground for those coils. Move our test light here. The white and black wire is supposed to be the ground for the coils. So we're going to move our test light to battery positive. White with a black stripe. Bingo was his name, oh. I thought he said he did the grounds. Frickin' shop's a liar. We grab a flashlight there, Jay.
Absolutely. You want the one that hasn't been ran over?
Yes, please. Okay. I'll take the non-ran over. Look at this, brand new light. Jason ran it over with the car and sent it for a ride.
Found it in the middle of the road.
He did find it though. So it says, according to the wire diagram, the black with white wire goes to ground number B2, which is an odd ground. I've never even heard of a B2, except in Battleship or Bingo. And it says it goes to the rear of the engine. Black, white, bunch of splices on it. And here's some black with whites on the back of the engine. A whole bunch of them. Looks like he'd been there and he did them though, I'll tell you that, because they have been done. I guess the best a guy can do a wire. I'm going to do a little more poking on a diagram. I don't want to go fiddling with these if these are not the appropriate ground. And we'll see. Let's make sure our engine block has ground. It does. Good enough to light this. You can't check an engine block ground with a test light, folks, if you're looking for a good ground. But if this is good enough to light this, then light it here, then it should light it there. Let's just check these studs down here on the engine block. That one has a ground. This one has ground, so our head's grounded. That's good. Let me find out exactly where that wire goes so we know what we're dealing with. So according to service data, B2, Bravo 2, is a legitimate ground number. So Toyota uses little different ones. It says left side of cylinder head is all it says. So down here on the left side of the cylinder head, there are multiple black with white wires, but there's only certain ones that are the same size wiring. So I don't know which one it is. It doesn't specify. They go to outlets, or eyelets, not the outlet, that's where you buy your clothes. The eyelets here have multiple blacks with whites. So I'm going to very gingerly, some of you guys are gonna have to turn away, very gingerly, just poke into these, just enough to get in there. That one has ground. We're just gonna find out which one it is to see, are we dealing with a broken wire in the harness, or are we dealing with an actual bad ground at the block? That's what we want to know. We'll leave the key on the entire time we're doing this just to be on the safe side here. I can figure out how to work this baby. Now we're just barely poking through the insulation, not all the way through. Not all the way through like we're going all the way through the wire. We're just barely getting into it. That one's good, and we're just going to go through and eliminate these one at a time. Like I say, we could take, I know some people are going to get a little puffy here, but that's fine. Pinions are like armpits, you know, everybody's got one. We could just go through, chop the eyelets off, redo all the grounds, you know, do the grounds. But being that they've already been done, we're not going to do that. And it could be a big fat waste of time because we may not have a bad ground eyelet to the block. We may have a bad ground broken wire in the harness. And that's what we're trying to figure out. So we want to use our best deduction skills we can here. So we got 3 more here to check. These are white with black still. There's a couple other grounds that hook here. Chances are, with the codes that we probably have a bad eyelet because we have that cam sensor code too, but we don't know if it grounds here. We haven't gone that far. That one's good. Should have known it wasn't a power source because it shares powers with the fuel injectors and we didn't have any codes for injectors. Should have used my clues, but I got a little too gung-ho there in the beginning. Make damn sure we didn't get it back here by playing. Nope, we didn't. We got one left. We will go down to the last one here. There's a big brown one here, but should be white with black here according to the diagram. It's probably the last one. It's always the last one. Son of a hoo-hoo. Why is it always the freaking last one? Every time, I swear. So we checked them all but 2. There's a great big white one here we didn't check, but that's not on our radar. So let's put a ground on that and see if this thing runs. You should never do this with your jumper wires out of your AES wave test kit. We're gonna hook that to a ground. We're gonna tie that into the ground that we're pierced into, and then we're gonna check for ground in our coil. Wham bam, baby.
Bingo. See
if the car runs now, Jay. I can't guarantee it will, but it might. Everybody do this.
Big reveal, huh?
This is that cold start video.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, wow! Woo! Look at that. I ain't shut off. Wow, we're like a couple heroes. Imagine, wow. He was doing the grounds, but he didn't do it long enough. He prematurely quit the ground. So, that wire goes to one of these eyelets. It looks like it goes to the same eyelet that this brown wire goes to. So there's a big brown, there's 3 black with white stripes. There's a black with white and then a brown, downtown brown. Who knows what that is? Not me. Let's hook into this brown wire and see if this one has a ground. Just out of curiosity, we have no idea what it goes to. Doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of curious if that one has lost its ground too. And it has not. So one wire in a multiple wire eyelet has lost its ground. And that's all this car needs. So now, Jason's gonna fix it while I go lollygag, drink coffee, flirt with my wife, see what Josh is doing, and then we'll come back and see how he did. What do you got? Ooh, she's a little crusty up in there. So it's this one here, folks, where these come together. It does have a little bit of the green crusties going on up in there. So Jay's gonna separate these. Probably instead of separating them, I would just chop them off. That's what I tell myself. Wait, what you want me to do? Chop it off, lady? So cut them off, strip them back, get 2 eyelets. We'll solder them on, and then we'll hook it up. And we'll be good. I go see Mrs. O. I got her. She likes it when I stash my coffee cups out here and then come see her. It's usually after she has the dishes done. Oh, Mrs. O!
Oh boy.
Remember how you asked me if I had any stash?
Yeah, like
there you go.
2 hours ago.
Huh? Nice guy, huh? Bringing them to you?
My nice guy would do the dishes for me.
I would, but you're in the kitchen. Things are cluttered up over here.
Yeah, get out of my kitchen. It's only like 3 feet wide.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a sliver.
No.
Plus
This
what's on
area
it.
is like 3. It's like 3 feet wide.
Oh. What do we got going on here? Is it hamburger helper, not helped? No, I think that's shake and bake commercial, isn't it? That's shake and bake, and I helped.
Oh.
You can do it with hamburger helper. What else you got going on here? Should I show them? Oh, I can't show them the recipe. What do you have here? Spinach and cheesy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Got
They're
a
gonna go in your
buttered up pan.
lasagna roll-ups.
Ooh, some LRPs, LRUs,
some
huh?
green stuff in there.
Mmm. Are you putting any ricotta in it?
No, you don't like ricotta.
Oh, I love you. What do you got? Cottage cheese in it?
Mm-hmm.
You're such a good woman.
And
What else?
there's Parmesan, mozzarella.
Oh, mozzarella.
And let's see. This is your venison sausage.
Is that from that big buck you smoked? Double drop tines? Ah, still pisses me off. You don't piss me off. I was so proud of you.
It was fun.
So proud of
We
you.
had so much-
Deer's out there like, yeah, won't give me a girlfriend. He's chasing his girlfriend. Next thing you know, Ms. O blows his lungs out.
Not that day.
And now we're cooking them.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here? Ooh, better not watch that because that'll never boil. What else you got? Anything good? Is this your meal plan for us?
Hey,
Oh, can't show that. Private stuff on there.
I got my snacky.
What's that stuff?
It's cottage cheese, everything bagel seasoning, and cucumbers. You want to try it?
Nope.
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh. That is so good. Not too bad. If I was starving on an island somewhere, it would suffice. Thank you. Oh, you know that car that got towed in?
Done.
Done. I don't even impress you anymore, do I?
I would be surprised if you didn't fix it.
Oh, we had almost 5 minutes into that thing.
We?
Me and Jay.
Oh, well, no wonder you fixed it.
Yeah, Jay helped me. What's the matter, Wolfie? You want to come see Mommy? Come here, Weston. Come here, little guy. There's Weston. He's not quite a puppy anymore. In case you guys haven't seen him in a while.
He's a big puppy.
He is a big boy. He's about 95 pounds right now. Poor little Sheba.
Chambers.
Weston's about 9 months old. Westy, hey. Want to say hi? Say hi, Weston. Say hi, little buddy. He's a good boy. He's a little protective. He doesn't like some people. Bad people. Right, Mrs. O?
Or people who come in the wrong door.
Or if you come in that door, you're probably going to die. Just FYI. Sheba, she won't kill you though.
No.
Weston, on the other hand, he might. Alright, love you.
Love ya.
Good luck. Alright, Jason has informed me that it is fixed. We're going to unplug the coil now. Free tip Friday for you. You guys had seen this from Gear Wrench, not a sponsor. Miniature pry bar. Everybody's like, where can I get one, bro? I need one. Where can I get one? You already have one, likely. Your genuine pocket screwdriver. This is one from Diagnostic Network, not a sponsor. Have a look. You see what I'm saying? You've already got one of these. At least I do now. Stick it in your vise, cram it down, give it a little bend. Bada bing, bada boom, you got one. So keep that in mind. Free tip for you. So we're gonna jack this up here just a little bit. I'm gonna unplug it. Will you clear the codes for us, Jay? Got a headlight, so this only draws 4 amps. Your coils are gonna draw probably 8 or more. We're gonna go power ground. Wow, that is bright. Light's a headlight now. Jason's gonna clear our codes. We're gonna make sure it runs, and then we're gonna move on with our life. Okay, he says everybody's happy over here. Let's make sure everybody's happy over here. Ooh-wee! These are running like a champ. Guess we can unhook this. What's that, Jay? No more lights?
More Christmas trees on the dash.
All right. Shut her down. All right, folks, well, that's that. So that was the easy fix. Sorry for a weak sauce video. Perhaps it can be helpful, you know, being that, you know, somebody else got sidetracked on this, you know, another shop where they just start doing everything. I'm not saying it's not a good idea to, you know, check fuses, perhaps check grounds. I personally, in my opinion, in my normal routine, have never understood it. To go through and, you know, do the grounds and do the fuses, simply because if you've ever looked at a wiring diagram, you know that there's more grounds to do than you have time for in a day. If you were to clean every ground like they typically say they've done, I don't even know where you'd begin. There are so many grounds and so many ground points, you know, where do you begin? Unless there's something blatantly obvious staring you in the face, the top of the battery looks like a chia pet and this thing doesn't crank over, okay, you know, I'll give you that. But as far as just going willy-nilly under the hood, because you can see how you could have gone through and done the grounds, for lack of a better term, and still had a bad ground. The eyelet was clean, the head was clean, the wire in the eyelet was junk. So that's that. But get your scan data, see what it is, see what your codes are, then use your clues. In this case, we had codes for the coil, cam sensor. We didn't even look at cam sensor. It may have shared a ground there, I don't know. But, you know, we just went and checked, you know, we got power, we got grounds, what's going on with these coils, find out why we have a circuit code, see what ground it works off, and, you know, you've seen the rest of the process. So easy. It shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to figure out why this car doesn't run with those codes. So what I do want to do is take more than 5 minutes to head down in that comment section, read some comments, leave a question, leave a comment, leave a criticism, concern, or just a thank you note, or whatever. Get, you know, really spill your guts down there if you would. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.